Today we're going to talk about money, why it matters, why you need to expand your ideology behind money. You see, most people have a very, very difficult time understanding money, and because the system taught them the wrong things. They taught them how to give a part of themselves away for the money. But that's not how money works. Money just travels. Money just travels where it feels like it belongs and where it's best suited for it. Wherever the path is more clear to it, like kind of like a river that's going down. The water doesn't follow what you tell it to or what you want it to. The water follows the path of least resistance, the path that's been laid ahead towards wherever its direction is going. I need to think of that as money. Is your money or is your wallet, is your mindset behind money contradicting the amount of cash you have in your bank account? If that's the case, which most people are, 90%, because they never really got to understand this concept I'm sharing to you. And that's the concept of having a container for your finances, or your financial container. Visualize yourself right now, whatever the amount of cash you have, your net worth, whatever is the case, your monthly income. What's that number look like? Do you have a number? If you do, that's your container. It might be the size of a wallet, Gucci wallet. It might be the size of an envelope. Whatever you can fit to it. Or is it $5,000? Doesn't matter. That's your container, and it's been set at that place for some time because you neglected it, or you never focused on it, or you just weren't aware about it. No one told you about it, so why even know about it, right? It's the ones that go after their goals that really get to it. A good example of this is the cryptocurrency market. Why didn't you know about Bitcoin? Because you weren't interested in technologies, you weren't interested in innovations, and you weren't interested with these things. You were just busy doing whatever is in front of you, which is life, socializing with your friends during that 9 to 5, probably working just to keep the lights on. You just didn't have the time, and when you had the time, you came home. You didn't really look at opportunities you had, what was going around the world. You were busy browsing social media, you were busy clicking this and that, cat videos, whatever is the case, some chick twerking. I don't know what you watch, but at the end of the day, all I know is opportunities are everywhere. It's just you have to really tune into them. You have to tune into them. And the best way to do that is raising your financial container. A good example of this, I do this all the time. So my container was the size of a wallet, similar to anybody. But at one point, I'm like, you know what? How much does $1 million look like in cash, in 20s, in a bag? Let's see the size of that. So obviously, what I'm picturing right now is one of those gym bags, like a Louis Vuitton or Gucci, whatever is the case in your, I don't know, it resonated with me when I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure I can align myself with that. I want to raise my vibration. I want to make sure that's my bag. And on my way to that, pieces started falling into place. I started getting cash in front of me, putting cash in front of me on my table as I'm working, so I can feel the energy, glance at it. It was powerful. Right now, what I'm thinking about is actually getting a hold of more cash in the sense of investing a little bit, buying those things that remind you of the finances, remind you of that, so you raise your financial container. And the goal is the bag right now. You go search a bag right now on Google. You got the bag. It's not a Gucci bag. It's a nice duffel bag. How much is in that? That's your financial. You want to raise it up slowly, and understand where it's going to take you, okay? So it takes some time. I'm in the process myself. I can't really give you the exact details on how that goes, but I know this helped me go from the point I was, incrementally, new opportunities coming in, and all of a sudden, the bag just came somehow. I got a phone call, or like someone resonated, some previous partnership just came about, or the people I was meeting randomly, they were just coming to me. Hey, a couple days later, hey, I'm in the same situation as you. Do you have any opportunities? Random things like that. And I had to recognize these relationships. I'm like, hey, this person is also trying to build, or hey, this person is financially taking a hit right now. They have no other options. I'm in that position. I've been in that position before. I know that feeling. So what is in my sphere of influence? If this person wants to, let's say, create something for themselves, in this scenario I'm talking about, I say it was a girl, it was a chick. What's her main goal? Her main goal is to get that cash flow asset. Right now, we're seeing a transition of women becoming a commodity in the marketplace. Their value is becoming, the simping game is not going away, right? So what I'm thinking about right now is actually providing an opportunity for this person in terms of, hey, I can market, I can do some agency work for you if that's the case. My dabble is a door that's open. I'm not saying you should go in that, but understand these doors that open for you and make the decisions based on what you think is best for you at the current time frame, right? I put all my stuff out on the table. I don't hold back because I feel like that's the best way to let new insights come in. I look out for these things. When I do this, when I let it out, I'm not really about the scripting, scenario, creating a story, some fictional thing, and just putting it out there. Yeah, I could get judged. I could be in a position of vulnerability, but forget about it. It's a speed game. I look at it as a speed, right? Leverage and speed. That's the two things to the business. So right now, if you find yourself that your financial bank account is pretty small, you can raise your container. And once you do raise your container, by really creating a mental slide in your head, literally think of it as a slideshow. Create a slideshow in your head and practice that slideshow, don't jump around with the slideshow, right? Let's think of it like this. If you go and make an order, let's say it's a DoorDash or the Uber Eats order, you plug it in, it's being sent in. Somebody's delivering that for you in the process. Now, during the process, in the 20-30 minutes that the person's fulfilling that order for you, whatever is the chef in the place, you go again and you change something in the order. Hey, I didn't want that pita bread. I just wanted a whole wheat bread instead with a little bit of onions on the side. Actually, you know what? Don't put the onions on the side. Put tomatoes on the side, right? You're confusing and you're stopping the flow of that, whatever is the case is. Now, in this scenario, let's talk about the universe. Let's talk about the metaphysical aspects of it, because that's what's really taking effect. Your subconscious is really coming to take effect, right? The 10 hours or 8 hours a day you're sleeping, might be more, but there's a part of your day, let's say I'm going to focus on sleep, because that's where really scientifically we know what's happening on a factual basis. Because when you're awake, yeah, your subconscious is still at play, but your conscious is fully awake. Like, that's what's dictating it for the duration of the time you're awake, 16 to 18 hours. On the other side, when the subconscious is at play, you don't know what's happening, right? It's doing its own thing. It's like an iceberg under the water. It's the unknown, and that's what makes it very mysterious. That's what makes it very undiscovered for a lot of people. I'm here to just to point it out that this is some tools that really could benefit you on your journey to success or climbing the ladder and the mountain. All right. So once you do want to you do commit to raising your financial container, create that slide and stick to it. Stick to it for a duration of time until you see these opportunities coming to you in all types of directions. Don't be too attached on how it's coming out to you though. Like I said, if you have a slideshow in place and the slideshow is telling you that you need to go start something on your own, but in reality, you wake up one day, someone you meet or a job opportunity or something, a call that came in that you were kind of not expecting, all right? And you say, let me see what's behind the unknown. Let me discover it. And you discover and like, hey, does this align with me? And if it does, you should go past that door. But if it doesn't align with you, it's a distraction, that could be the case, then that's another part of life you gotta kind of build on. It only comes with experience. It only comes with your own intuition and experience on that end. So I've been in certain scenarios where I opened doors, I built businesses, in a matter of 2-3 months, they blew up, and those businesses are still alive. But because there was a misjudgment of alignment between myself and the characters who were involved, it didn't stick for me. It stuck for them, but it didn't stick for me. Something had to happen that I was deviated from that current thing I was involved in, right? Either it comes in the form of being cheated or comes in the form of being whatever is the case. The business might go on, people might profit. Yeah, that's absolutely the case most cases. But you going back to that and trying to force that into your life, you already know that this is a lesson to be learned in life. And this is something that I experienced a few times. So based on experience, I'm talking, and we're going to trust our intuition when it comes to that. At the end of the day, raising your financial container is probably the most beneficial thing you can for your life, right? Start putting that energy or just that thought towards it. Whatever's your income right now, I want to raise it up. Have a container, see that container and go towards it. Take a step towards it nonchalantly. A few months, if you practice slowly, you'll get there. And remember, all on your way to success, you gotta remain open to information, solutions, tools, and things that come into your way, right? This talk might give you a seed, but it's not gonna get you to show up tomorrow, 24 hours, 48 hours. There's something that you need to establish. Those are the fundamentals that you need to establish. Systems you have in place for yourself, right? Talk and motivation and insight is just gonna come and it's there for you. It's there for you. Don't think it's not for you. It's there for you. You need to recognize it's for you. Establish take a seed. Start watering that seed. And in no time, you're gonna get to a point things might just go your way. Who knows? Let me know. If you do, make sure you hit me up on my email, sepbitch.com. Let me know how one turned out for you. That'll really give me an excitement to continue this journey. Because as someone at the current stage I'm right now, as someone who's been in the game, climbing that mountain, I'm telling you, the support and knowing people, you feel like you're an outcast on your own, trying to do something that really no one even thinks you can be. Like society will reject it for sure. You as a person might not, and you might come off as delusional at times, but that's really what it takes to get to that goal, the summit that you're climbing, right? So if you do have experienced a journey at any point in given time, you feel like sending me a message, text, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, this is Sep. Thank you for watching this visualization broadcast. I'll see you next time.